Like, run for your life. Why would you be recording this? People are so stupid, man.
What in the Matrix hell?
My friends, they are my power.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Trieyx here, back with a Kingdom Hearts video. So in today's video, we're going to be geeking out on everything Kingdom Hearts, all the stuff that's been revealed from the trailer, as well as a little bit from the interview. I'm not really going to be reading the entire interview. I kind of read the entire thing myself. I'll just be talking about some of the stuff that Tetsuya Nomura said in the interviews while I'm going through the entire trailer again. If there's anything from that interview that pops in my head while I'm going through this trailer that's relevant to what I'm talking about in the trailer, I'll probably talk about that. But it is a very casual trailer analysis video. Like, I'm not really gonna analyze every single pixel in the entire trailer. I'm not HMK or the Gamers Joint, but I'm not really as smart as them to do that. I'll leave all the Kingdom Hearts Pro stuff to them, and I'll just be here with my very poopy trailer analysis videos, so yeah, don't really expect too much about this. I'm just a fan of Kingdom Hearts. I haven't played every single game like 70 times like everybody else has. I've only played each game like maybe 2 times. There's a lot of stuff I don't know about Kingdom Hearts. So if anything I got wrong in this video, feel free to be, well, actually, I'm perfectly fine with you guys doing that. But yeah, feel free to correct me in the comment section below. I prefer you guys start off your sentence with, well, actually, because that would be hilarious. But also, if I missed anything from my trailer analysis video, because like I said before, I'm not going to go in depth with the entire analysis, definitely let me know. I guarantee you I'm going to miss a lot of stuff from this. But yeah, I'm just in that Kingdom Hearts mood. Like, I really want to do Kingdom Hearts stuff, so that's why I decided to do this video. Like I said I was going to analyze the trailer off camera by myself, but I was like, you know what? It'd be kind of fun to do this on video with you guys. You guys can see my entire thought process while going through the trailer, and I think it'd be a fun experience to go through this entire trailer with you guys. I totally didn't do this video because I was lazy or anything like that, right? But anyway, without further ado, let's watch this trailer again. So yeah, I'll probably watch it like maybe 1 time. I don't think I'll watch it like twice or anything like that, because I ain't got time for that. Oh man, I'm just like so hyped with everything Kingdom Hearts right now. Like, I just want to do Kingdom Hearts content. Yeah, when it comes to Dark Road, I really don't know too much about Dark Road. I haven't really watched or kept up with the story after the first episode, I think. But when Dark Road comes back in August, when it gets the final story update, that's when I'll do like a Let's Watch, where I'll watch every single cutscene in Dark Road. Kind of like the same thing I did with Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, where right before it shut down, I watched every single cutscene, including all the Disney worlds. I probably do the same thing with Dark Road. Those videos were one of the most fun Kingdom Hearts videos I've ever done. So if you guys haven't seen those videos and you haven't watched any of the Union Cross cutscene and you got interested, definitely check them out. I think they were so much fun to do. The thing is that the entire Let's Watch is like over 10 hours, so if you guys have 10 hours to spare, if you guys are on a 10-hour flight or something like that, definitely feel free to check it out. But if you guys don't want to, that's fine. Like, I've never forced you guys to do anything like that. But if you guys are interested in my Let's Watch in Dark Road, then hit the like and subscribe button, because once it drops, I'll probably do that. Or if you guys are interested in Kingdom Hearts Missing Link whenever that comes out, or Kingdom Hearts 4, or Kingdom Hearts Let's Plays, then feel free to hit the like and subscribe button, because I plan on doing content on all those games and Kingdom Hearts games in general. I don't plan on stopping Kingdom Hearts content anytime soon. Like, I love this series a lot. So yeah, there'll definitely be more Kingdom Hearts videos in the future for sure, until Kingdom Hearts is finally over, or until I'm like 80 years old and I can't make any more videos. Basically like my boy Xehanort right here. Like, if you guys didn't know, Xehanort is the player character, so I'm probably gonna look like this when I'm 80, so hopefully Kingdom Hearts will be done by then. Otherwise, I'll be making videos looking like this. Yeah, but at least Xehanort got some drip, right? There's no way I could pull this off. But anyway, to get back to the trailer, so yeah, this is all like the new stuff that's gonna be coming out soon in Dark Road. Like, I think all these cutscenes are probably new. I'm not sure if these were cutscenes that are already in the game before, or these are like actual new cutscenes, but yeah, I don't know any of these characters. I don't know who this is. I know her. I don't think I know him. I'm not sure. I don't remember. He looks familiar. Okay, that's all I know. I don't know who this guy is. That's the only Keyblade wielders. I don't know why. Okay. Yeah, I definitely don't know these two. That's for sure. Yeah, okay. Talk about Keyblade wielders. And this is when these two fight. This is probably like the end of the game. Like, I guarantee you it's probably like the last final fight where you see Xehanort fight Ericus. It is like the Naruto and Sasuke Final Valley fight, so yeah, I gotta be sure it's not. The thing is, I have no idea what he's talking about, so I'm not really trying to analyze that, because I have no idea. Like, once Dark Road comes out is when I'll probably, you know what the heck they're talking about. Yeah, so like, is this like a random character? Like, are these random characters, or like these actual story characters? Like, from the looks of it, I think they're actual characters, but at the same time, they might be random NPCs, so I have no idea. Yeah, like, these guys, are these guys actually important, or are these like the randoms? But yeah, Cursed by Evil Fairy, this is Maleficent, Aurora, randoms. Hey, Odin. This guy looks a lot like Claude if you guys play Fire Emblem 3 Houses, so I think that's kind of cool. Hey, Forbidden. I think he's probably talking about Kingdom Hearts. You must focus on studying darkness and its nature. But yeah, let's see what the heck this is. I've asked you, take this and find light that's strong enough to accomplish our shared goal. So I think it's probably like, tell him, hey, take this lamp and then you guys are safe or something like that. Some kind of an armor fight. I don't know who these guys are. Aiming for is like Ericus and Xehanort. Only you remain as Odin. And it's the Remind cutscene with the Master and young Xehanort. So one of the questions in the interview, Tetsuya Nomura stated that we'll find out why Xehanort's hair looks like this now. Like, if you guys haven't noticed, like right over here, Xehanort's hair is like shorter, and then at the end of Dark Road, his hair is longer. Where is it? Right here. So yeah, like his hair is longer. It's like Super Saiyan 3 type of hair. He said we'll find out why his hair looks different at the end of Dark Road. Who knows? Maybe he like took the body of someone. Like, we have no idea. Like, you guys know that Xehanort has the power to kind of take over people's bodies. So I think Tetsuya Nomura also said that when Xehanort was younger, he didn't have that power yet. So I don't know. Maybe he accidentally did it, or maybe he just grew his hair longer. Like Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I have no idea. Yeah, actually, I like this hairstyle more than I like the shorter one. I think it looks so much cooler. Like I said before, it looks like Super Saiyan 3 Goku's hair, and I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan, so yeah. And this is them talking, and then yeah, this is them talking some more. Let's see, Female Master. Yeah, I want Xehanort. Stay true to it. Yeah. Okay, your mind's made up. Kingdom Hearts is the only way. Eric is here to stop Xehanort from summoning Kingdom Hearts, and then they have the final fight. I feel like it ends in a stalemate or Xehanort wins because Ericus is still alive, and at the same time I feel like Xehanort wouldn't really be the person or really want to take Ericus out for good. If Xehanort did win, he'd probably let Ericus live. But yeah, that's that for Dark Road. Like before, I had no idea what happened to Dark Road, so I can't really analyze much, but I'm definitely excited for when it comes out. Honestly speaking, it's probably gonna drop randomly in the middle of August. There's no actual days, so yeah, it's probably gonna drop randomly. And yeah, this missing link. They have a missing link. It happens after Union Cross, but before Dark Road, I think. So it is probably the Master, I guess, or Lucio, one of those two. I have no idea. And this is our player characters. I love how missing link, we can make our own characters again. That's what I really love about Union Cross, is that I can actually put myself in the game and be a Keyblade wielder. Like, that was always my dream when I was a kid, to be a Keyblade wielder. And Kingdom Hearts Union Cross allowed me to, you know, live that fantasy of being a Keyblade wielder. That's why I love Union Cross, for that reason. So I'm glad that we actually be able to make our own character again. Then also, I love game of custom created characters. I think it's so much fun. But I do hope they allow us to change the outfits, because this outfit's not it. I would not rock this in real life. Hopefully they allow us to change our outfits. I would love for one day for there to be a Kingdom Hearts game on the console where we actually can make our own characters instead of these mobile games. Like, I understand why, because the mobile games aren't really that important, but at the same time they are important to the story. So that's why they kind of like delegate the mobile games as being able to make your own characters and stuff like that. But I love a full-fledged console game and the Unreal Engine 5 where we can make our own characters and be able to play as the characters with the Kingdom Hearts 3 combat system. I think it'd be so much fun. So if they ever did that, that'd be awesome. Maybe in a Union Cross remake. So I'm really hoping for that one day. Tetsuya Nomura, don't be a coward. Please do this. I think it'd be so much fun. Come on, like, how many guys wish that you guys were Keyblade wielders? Like, wouldn't that be so much fun? To make your own character and explore the world of Kingdom Hearts. I think it'd be awesome. But for now, settle for Missing Link. It still looks pretty cool. The combat in Missing Link is kind of similar to Kingdom Hearts 3, so we kind of got our wish. That, and also, I believe Google Play is doing some sort of official emulator type of thing where you can actually play phone games on your computer. You know, we could probably play Missing Link on the computer. But yeah, speaking of Missing Link's gameplay, I didn't know that Missing Link was actually gonna be like Pokemon Go. We had to go outside and explore around the world and collect stuff. So I definitely did not get the impression at all. It's probably because I was too excited and I didn't really look at the actual dialogue and stuff. So I never realized that it was actually Pokemon Go's type of gameplay. But in an interview, either Tetsuya Nomura said or like the people who made the game, like developers, said that Missing Link, there's actually two modes. So there's one mode where it's kind of like an actual story mode where you actually play the game in the comfort of your own home. You guys don't actually have to go outside in order to play the game. Like, you guys actually play the entire game at home. And the exploration stuff is kind of to collect items to power up your Keyblades. I think the entire going outside and walking aspect of the game is kind of like optional, I guess. Like, you guys don't really have to do that. You guys can play the entire game at the comfort of your own home. But if you guys want to, you know, do some extra stuff, you guys can go outside and, you know, walk around and fight Heartless, I think, and collect stuff. And the reason for this is because Tetsuya Nomura doesn't want to go outside and walk. Yeah, that's why he designed, you know, a way to play the game, but actually having to, you know, go outside and walk around and stuff like that. But for me, I'm glad that there's two modes. Like, one, you can, you know, just play the story without actually having to go outside. But I also like the exploration mode. I think it'd be a lot of fun. As someone who still plays Pokemon Go to this day, like, I enjoy the going outside aspect and, you know, looking for Pokemon and catching them, stuff like that. Yeah, like I'd definitely be trying both modes. But yeah, at first when I heard that you had to go outside to play Missing Link, so like kind of happy about it, but at the same time not really, because I don't really have any friends that like Kingdom Hearts. So yeah, I'll have to play this game by myself. It wasn't like Pokemon Go where I actually had people to actually play with. I'd be kind of boring to play by myself. That, and also in order to make content on Missing Link, I had to go outside and make content, and I think recording outside in public kind of weird. So at first I was like, oh man, like that's gonna be rough. Like I'm not sure how I'm gonna do the content of this game. But after I heard that you actually can play the entire game without having to go outside, I'm like, oh thank god, like making content in this game will be a lot more easier now. But I definitely will still be doing exploration mode on my own time. I'll definitely make a video talking about, you know, my experiences with that, and everything exciting happens during exploration mode, I might do a video on that. But I'm not sure what they're thinking when they're making this game. Kingdom Hearts fans going outside, like come on man. No Kingdom Hearts fans go outside. Imagine. Just student member making us go outside. Disgusting. But in all seriousness, I do enjoy that aspect of the game, like where there is two different modes where you can be lazy and play the entire game at home, or you can, you know, go outside and actually play the game as well. So I can't wait to try both of them out when the game comes out. And if I can get into closed beta, which I probably won't, but if I do end up getting closed beta, definitely be making videos on that. Then we get back into the trailer, enough talking about the gameplay of the game itself. Yeah, okay, you guys can tell my voice is kind of dying. Oh my god, we're recording for like half an hour, and I'm only gonna do like 2 minutes of the actual trailer itself. And this is like the new Keyblade that we get. Like, you guys know how Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, we start off with Starlight. In this game, we start off with what this Keyblade is. It kind of looks very similar to the Master Defender, but like its own spin. So it is like Scarlet Asylum. It kind of looks like Hogwarts, I'm not gonna lie. Then again, I've really only seen like barely like 1 Harry Potter movie, so I have no idea what Hogwarts actually looks like. The only image I have of Hogwarts is that one place in, I think it's Disney World? No. It's Universal Studios, I think, where they had a Hogwarts area. So that's the only image I have of Hogwarts, and it kind of looks like that, so I think it looks like Hogwarts. But yeah, like the graphics is very mobile game like. It looks a lot like Final Fantasy VII First Soldier, I think. That's how like the buildings look like to me. So yeah, it looks pretty decent. Like definitely not Kingdom Hearts 3 decent, but for a mobile game, it looks pretty good. So yeah, like the entire combat aspect is very similar to Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, that's what they're going for. And right here, it shows you can play the game on both vertical and landscape. I think it's like portrait or landscape, I'm not exactly sure what the terms actually are. But in terms of gameplay, I'm assuming it's gonna be like Genshin Impact and, you know, Honkai Impact and Punishing Gray Raven, where there'll probably be like some buttons on the side that you can click on to, you know, play the game. Either that or it'll be like swiping. But yeah, like the gameplay looks pretty smooth. And you guys see right there, character use trophies. So I'm assuming these will be like the medals in Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, where you gotta like summon for these trophies or whatever to do these crazy moves. Yeah, there probably will be some gacha aspect to this, which is obvious because gacha makes companies a lot of money and companies like money. So yeah, like obviously gonna do something with loot boxes. But definitely really cool. Like that's like the Terror one, and I think the Stun Impact. So yeah, there's Mickey one. Oh, can I do Ultima? That'd be kind of cool. That's Fire. That's Aqua. What was that? Sora. So yeah, Goofy just throws a rock at them, and then you explore, you know, Tangle. So I think this Scarlet Asylum, this is the exploration mode, and then for the story mode, you can go to like different worlds. So like this is probably the story mode. I'm not sure you will do exploration mode here. I guess it wouldn't really make any sense to do exploration mode in the Tangle world. It probably make more sense to have the exploration mode be in Scarlet Asylum. This looks so good. That's a Terror thing again. Oh, actually, that's a different character. Oh yeah, so you can change your clothes. Yeah, so that's a female character or playable character. Yeah, I think so. That's kind of cool. And then yeah, the different outfits too. Like, this guy's like wearing a sort of like a firefighter outfit. Not really. Like I don't know what the heck that is. Got Cloud there as a trophy. They fight Darkseid. So yeah, you can play with up to 6 people in Missing Link. So that's kind of cool. Like we always wanted a co-op mode for Kingdom Hearts, and this game allows us to do that. Like I know like Birth by Sleep had that, and Union Cross sort of had that. I think 35802 Days had that too, but let's be honest, no one really played the 35802 Days co-op mode, and nobody played the Birth by Sleep co-op mode. And Union Cross's combat is kind of like eh. And then Melody Memory is kind of different. Like Melody Memory co-op mode is just like pressing buttons, but this co-op mode will probably actually have some people playing the mode, and not only that, but it's using Kingdom Hearts 3 combat system, so I think it'll be so much fun. It's probably gonna lag like crazy, but still, like this is so cool. I'm not even sure if the phone will be able to handle 6 people using all these trophies at once. Like I feel like that'd be insane. I think this is probably like the raid boss, so it's cool, but At night you woke in this world, the stars shone, of course. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure who this is talking to. Maybe it's talking about the player character. Like, you woke up in this world and it's pitch black, and that's Brain. Someone asked in one of the Q&As, like, who was the person who was commentating, and Tsunuma said that it was not Brain, but people are speculating that it might be young Xehanort or Xehanort. I completely missed all like the dialogue, now I think about it. I was so busy looking at the gameplay. I kind of want to go through that dialogue real quick. So, Light and Darkness brought about the beginning, and Heart nurtured. Okay, whatever, care about that. Lights passed down from time to time, and then little dark people. It's good and all. Alright, next up, the City of Light. Yeah, the Scholar. Okay, good. Nothing crazy. Scholar kind of, yeah. I hear people gather part of whole societies. About I'm basically just talking about Scholar. Nobody cares. I want some story stuff, man. Okay, so this is the only story stuff we really got. Alright, so nothing crazy. That's kind of about it for Missing Link. So yeah, like before, I'm not really gonna go into in depth with it. I'm not really gonna analyze every single pixel and every single pore on every single character. So yeah, closed beta test in 2022. So if I can get into this, I'll definitely make videos on it for sure. Unless, you know, there's some kind of like embargo in which I can't, then I probably won't. It's limited to specific regions, so my guess is probably gonna be Japan and America. At the same time, I feel like it might not even do America. It might just be Japan. I'm excited for this. So this is what we're all looking forward to. Kingdom Hearts 4. So the Lost Master arc. So the Secret of Darkness arc, or the Xehanort arc, is finally over. So now it's a new arc. But this right here is an airport. Oh my god, like just seeing this brings back PTSD of, you know, long line at the airport and stuff like that, all the bad memories. If this isn't the ending you desired, if it brings you despair, okay, it's all like the Scala lettering and stuff. So one of my theories is, and it's probably something so stupid, a part of me thinks that Quadratum actually Scala hundreds or thousands of years after. It's kind of like how Daybreak Town became Scala ad Kylum. I kind of think that Scala ad Kylum kind of eventually became Quadratum. It's kind of like how New York City back in like 100 years ago does not look like New York City nowadays. It's kind of like that, where time has changed in Scala ad Kylum to where it eventually became Quadratum. But at the same time, it's more like a crack theory. Like, it's probably not even right. I only thought of that because of all these like Scala lettering. So I thought that maybe Scala Kylum eventually evolved and became into Quadratum, and they changed the name or something like that. But it's probably something so stupid. But if it does end up being true, I called it. Like, at first I thought these were like birds, but they're actually not birds like Heartless is. But having lived in New York for so long, like seeing this, like it reminds me of all the pigeons around. So that's what I first thought of. But then leave this world for another. Yeah, so this is saying how if you don't like this ending you got, you can leave the world for another or something. So that's Sora coming into Quadratum, not liking the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3. Man, can you imagine that? Like, you're living in New York and all of a sudden all the pigeons became into like this dark ball. That was scared the heck out of me. The heart resides within the soul, which in turn is guided by fate to its rightful place. But all this stuff is a bunch of cryptic gibberish. All this stuff is gonna fly over my head. Alright, so right here, everybody thinks that this place is some world in Star Wars. I'm not really a Star Wars fan, so I have no idea what that world even is. I think it starts with an E, and from looking at the pictures and stuff like that, it does look like it, but at the same time, it could be some random forest place. Yeah, I'm not really sure if Japan even has a forest. Does it look like any forest that you guys have? I don't really think so. I don't think Japan has these type of forests. It kind of looks like an Amazon forest, so probably not. But right here, people are thinking this is like some kind of like walker from Star Wars. I don't know what it's called, some kind of robot, mech, whatever. But at the same time, this could also be a rock with a moss on it, so nobody knows. This is all speculation. Like, it literally could be a rock with some tree branches or like some moss over it, so we have no idea. Us Kingdom Hearts fans, we're all delusional, but we all probably belong in an insane asylum, so yeah, like this literally could be some kind of rock. But at the same time, I can see people talking about how it's like a walker. We have no idea. But this at first I thought it was fungus, but actually I think it's some kind of like flower or mushroom. No, it's a flower. And then there's this little chest piece symbolizing a sword by himself. I think that the Gamers Joint kind of thought that this might mean something, darkness and light, which is possible. But yeah, knowing Nomura probably means something. The choice is yours once more. But this is Sora being a freeloader in Strelitzia's, you know, apartment. Yeah, this is him just chilling there. I think he's been sleeping here for 7 days. But I don't know about you guys, but I was sleeping on the couch for 7 days. My back would hurt. Strelitzia did not have another bed for Sora or anything like that. Granted, I think the apartment in Japan is actually really small, so this is probably all she had. But apparently Kingdom Hearts fans have found out where Sora lives in real life, like the actual apartment itself. So The fact that they were able to dox him so quickly, it's kind of insane, and it makes me so scared to make any videos outside of my house. Like, I will never record a video outside of my backyard. Like, you Kingdom Hearts fans are freaks, and I'm so scared of you guys doxing me one day. So if I ever record a video outside, it will never be anywhere near my house. But yeah, apparently Sora lives in an apartment in, not Shibuya, but it's like someplace near Shibuya. So yeah, I don't remember what the actual place is called. I think something with an A. Yeah, apparently the apartment's like $1 million to stay in. Trieyx is rich, like, oh my god, like how does she even afford this place? Like $1 million just to stay here. Assuming this is Trieyx's apartment, granted it might actually be Sora's apartment and Sora owned $1 million apartment and then Trieyx probably lives next door. But honestly, I don't think Trieyx is rich or anything like that, or Sora's rich. I think they probably gave this apartment to them for free because they probably felt bad that they're living on the streets, so yeah, I don't think they actually paid for this place. Yeah, and it's Trieyx, like the biggest surprise of all. Like, no one expected Trieyx to be in here. Not only that, but she looks very creepy. It's probably because the game is in early development. Like, you guys know in Kingdom Hearts 0.2, you guys see Aqua with that very pointy chin, like in the trailers. This is probably very early stages of development, which is why Trieyx looks so creepy. Or maybe she just looks creepy in general, but yeah, like, honestly, Trieyx looks like someone you would see in some kind of horror movie. All she needs to do is cover her face with her hair and, you know, have a knife, and yeah, she's basically a horror character right there. But I think this entire place is made out of glass, so there's like no privacy at all. I would never want to live in this apartment. What the heck? Like, they have their own little balcony as well. It's kind of cool. And Sora being asleep for 7 years, not 7 years, 7 days, 7 years. Imagine Sora sleeping here for 7 years. If Sora slept here for 7 years, his spine would probably be like jelly. Like, he probably won't be able to move. There's a little TV as well. The Quadratum looks really cool. Seeing in the daytime looks really awesome. But I also was shocked that a lot of people talked about Sora's feet in this trailer. Like, I thought I was the only person who talked about it, but apparently everybody noticed it. But Sora actually has sort of normal sized feet. The fact that he wears such big shoes makes no sense now. Maybe that's the style in Kingdom Hearts. Like, people just wear big shoes because they think it's cool. Kind of like how people wear baggy pants back in like the 90s or something like that. Right here, Dream Eater and Dream. Apparently some people are speculating that this might be a sleeping world or something like that, or the realm of sleep or whatever because of this. But I think it's just like some random store. And let's see what else they have there. Fabulous books. I thought it was like fabulous boobs for a second. I was like, what in the world? What did they have in Quadratum? Like, what's wrong with these people? But yeah, and then it's like blah 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 sports, and then that's not about it, right? Confidence ATM, yeah, and then beauty clinic Rin. So I'm not sure, are these actually places in real life? Probably not. The thing is, if they put these real life places, I think they would have to maybe pay them to put it in here. So I guess none of these places are actually real. And there's some random guy in Japan. Can you imagine? You're going to work in Japan, all of a sudden, you see this giant dark ball, and you're like, God dang it, not again. Like, I was late for work yesterday because of this. Now it's happening again. Like, my boss is gonna kill me. But right here it says that this was the afterworld. So if you guys didn't know, Trieyx kind of died in Kingdom Hearts Junior Cross, which is why she's here now. And then Sora died in Kingdom Hearts 3, and that's why he's here now. That's what they mean by saying afterworld. But the thing is that if Quadratum is based off of Shibuya, which is a real life place, and they consider this place an afterworld, does that mean that in real life right now, we all died before, and that's why we're here? Like, is this entire world a simulation? Like, are we all like actually dead, and then, you know, we're actually in the afterlife, and then we all live in Kingdom Hearts before? Can you imagine that? Like, this entire world, everything we see here is like the afterlife. Like, we're actually all dead. But yeah, seeing like real people in Kingdom Hearts kind of trippy. This guy needs to fix his haircut. It looks so ugly. Like, nobody has bowl cuts nowadays. I said this before, no one has bowl cuts. But I think people in Japan probably have bowl cuts. I think it's a pretty popular hairstyle. I think the Japanese people have more style than I do, so what do I know? But yeah, and also this guy recording this, like, everybody gonna be like this. Like, if there ever was any like world-ending stuff, people would be posting stuff on like Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, stuff like that. Try to get some last-minute views before they die, so yeah. Oh, this guy's very based. Hopefully I used that right. But yeah, this is the dark side of this world. Yo, can you imagine Sora gets into a giant mech and we fight like, you know, a giant battle? I think in Japanese culture, when it comes to kaijus, stuff like Godzilla and like King Kong, I think they like that stuff a lot. And I think mechs are very popular as well. So can you imagine they add that into that game where you actually like go into a giant mech, beating the heck out of the dark side? And also, this Heartless reminds me of the Pokemon Grimmsnarl, I guess without the big nose, but it is way more menacing than the dark side. Granted, we kind of saw dark side for many years of our lives, so Eventually, the scariness factor kind of went away, but I'm pretty sure we all saw the dark side when we were little, or when we first played Kingdom Hearts, we were kind of all like scared of it, but yeah, like this is the actual real car, which is kind of crazy. Cars in Kingdom Hearts, and apparently the license plate is like scholar letters, so but you can imagine like you just got this new car, you just leased it, you financed it, you bought it off, it's like yours now, like oh my god, like I'm so happy I got a new car, and all of a sudden this happens, and then your car gets like wrecked, and you're like, my car, no, I just got a new lease on that, no. I feel bad for all these people, man. Can you imagine explaining that to your insurance, like, yeah, so some kind of like giant dark monster took my car and destroyed it. Yeah, we don't cover that. Oh my god, man. Look at these people all recording. Oh my goodness. Like, run for your life. Why would you be recording this? People are so stupid, man.
What in the Matrix hell?
Look at this guy. He's willing to die for the content. I respect that. Oh man, this guy's trying to make it in life as a content creator. Yeah, like even this girl's like, yo, get off your phone, man. What's wrong with you? And this Sora, like the only crazy person running to the action. And here's Sora with his limited edition Converse Guardian of Light 7s, and he got the drip. The only thing I don't like about Sora's outfit, and it's like my own personal preference or like my own personal style, is that I don't really like his pants. I don't like how it shows his ankles. Like I'm not really a big fan of pants like these where it kind of shows your ankles. Then again, that's just me. Like I don't really like the style. But if Sora makes it work and he kind of looks cool while wearing these, so maybe one day I'll rock these pants. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, eh. Like I'm not a big fan of it. But I think it's a big style in Japan to wear these type of pants. But yeah, right over here you see Sora kind of not doing flow motion, but he's using his keychain apparently to swing around. So apparently Sora doesn't have flow motion now. Or maybe this is like the real life flow motion. Like there's no flow motion in real life. Like, we can't swing around stuff and create these like blue particles in real life. The only thing we have is like parkour, so yeah, that's why you probably don't see any of like the particles, whatever. So yeah, besides that, like nobody can really do that. But this is Kingdom Hearts we're talking about. But yeah, there's still some Kingdom Hearts stuff to it, because nobody in real life can walk on walls, but apparently Sora can. So even though there's no flow motion, this is basically flow motion. It's just that it doesn't have the blue particles. So yeah, this is kind of cool. I like it a lot. This kind of reminds me of like real-time stuff, so I really enjoy the real-time stuff in Kingdom Hearts. Like in Kingdom Hearts 2 with the reaction commands. The only thing I didn't like about that is that you only have to press triangle to do it. I wish that it was like games like, if I played the Naruto Storm series, when it had like the reaction command, it makes you press a whole bunch of different buttons. I didn't like how Kingdom Hearts, you only have to press triangle. It makes it so it's way too easy to do and not as interactive. So but they do reaction commands, I would love for them to actually make it so where we actually press like multiple buttons instead of just pressing triangle to do that type of stuff. But yeah, I saw it right here. Right there, it made us, you know, spin the like the little controller circle thingy. But yeah, this is where Sora kind of transformed his Keyblade into like some kind of drill. So yeah, you'll probably see a whole bunch of different, you know, type of Keyblade transformations, or people are speculating that maybe Sora, it has the power to kind of like make different type of weapons, like how Yozora kind of is able to absorb people's weapons and make a Keyblade out of his like blade or gun thing, I don't know, whatever heck it is. So maybe Sora has that power too. Maybe there's like a Quadratum type of power that you can get or something. If you do leave this world behind, don't expect to return to the one in which you came. So as just saying, if you leave Quadratum, you probably won't be able to get back to where you came from. Maybe the only way back to Sora's world is by going through Quadratum, maybe opening a portal in Quadratum to be able to get back. But right here, one of these is probably the Master. The other person is probably Lushu or Zigbar. I'm not sure if, you know, Lushu got rid of Zigbar's body and went into someone else's body, and that's why he's covering his face. Or can you imagine this is actually the Master and this is young Xehanort. Master is showing young Xehanort all the events that are happening in the future, and this is him like kind of like witnessing that. But I'm pretty sure it's probably Lushu. Yeah, this is a new logo. At first I didn't see the one in the V, so yeah, I thought this was Kingdom Hearts 3.5 or something like that, because I saw this and I thought it was a 3. So I was like, wait, where's the 4? But no, it's like Roman numerals, and this is like the new font. This is a new arc, so they kind of use a new font. Other than that, there's this one cutscene with Donald Goofy, and they're talking to Hades, and people are saying how since Hades, like the god of death, they're trying to go to Hades to see if they kind of bring back Sora. People are saying how Donald Goofy gonna ask Hades to kill him and send him to Sora's world, something like that. So can you imagine Donald Goofy in real life? It's kind of like if you guys play Persona, how Morgana in the metaverse, he's like a talking cat, like he can walk around and stuff, but in real life he's like an actual cat. Can you imagine Donald Goofy are like actual real life animals? Like Donald's a duck, and Goofy's a dog, but they can talk to Sora. Like, that'd be kind of cool. But I think they're in the underworld. So yeah, if you guys play the Japanese version, you guys probably recognize his voice, but since I don't play the Japanese version, I did not recognize his voice, but I did eventually figure out it was Hades though. So yeah, it's kind of about it. And then Magic in the Making, then no longer using the now in development, mostly because of the memes. So eventually, somehow, some way, us Kingdom Hearts fans gonna turn this into a meme, and they're not gonna use this anymore. But as of right now, I do like the little slogan right here. But 1 year later, we might be tired of seeing this. So then when Kingdom Hearts 5 comes out, I expect a different slogan. But we're most likely to meme the heck out of this. Yeah, but I like how it's kind of like Disney-esque. But other than that, the anniversary event recap video, yeah. But I want to go back to this part where people are saying that this is Star Wars. I have to mention that one of the reasons why people think it's Star Wars, because since Star Wars is like a live action type of film, and Quadratum is kind of like a real life world, like people are speculating that now's the time for Star Wars to be in Kingdom Hearts. So it definitely makes sense for sure for Star Wars to be in Kingdom Hearts. If they're ever going to put Star Wars in Kingdom Hearts, now is definitely the time, because it makes so much more sense here than in the Kingdom Hearts world. So yeah, honestly, they should put Tron in this world instead of putting it in like Dream Drop Distance. It makes more sense to put Tron in now than back then. And people are saying how if Star Wars are going to be in Kingdom Hearts, they're thinking about me Marvel being in Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, as someone who recently became a huge Marvel or MCU fan, I would love to see Marvel in Kingdom Hearts. Can you imagine Sora? If you guys seen the first Avenger movie, how, you know, all like the Avengers are in like the middle of a bridge or a highway, and then they look around and they see all the enemies at the face, like a 360 camera view, and it's playing the Avengers theme. So can you imagine if Marvel was actually in Kingdom Hearts, Sora being in that scene in New York City, just like looking around with the Avengers, and while you're at it, throw in Strelitzia because she's in that world too, and she can fight as well. So I think it'd be hilarious. Like, it'd be awesome, but also very funny. But I definitely feel like Sora can learn a thing from the Marvel heroes like Captain America, Iron Man, you know, Thor, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Black Panther, like every single Marvel hero. But not only that, but Square Enix made a game on the Avengers, and they made a game for Guardian of the Galaxy. So who knows, maybe they got the rights to use Marvel heroes like the Avengers or Guardian of the Galaxy in Kingdom Hearts. Like, that wouldn't that be kind of cool? So everything that they've been doing is kind of like leading up to the potential of Marvel being in Kingdom Hearts. Same with Star Wars, stuff like that. And who knows whatever Disney stuff I might see in Kingdom Hearts. Like, can you imagine Sora going to Disney World? That'd be kind of funny, right? And you bring like Donald Goofy along, and Donald Goofy be like, wait a minute, this is us here. Why are we here? Like, why does someone dressed up like us? Like, why there's merchandise of us? And then they go into the gift shop and be like, why are we a marketable plushie? I talk about this in my reaction video. I'm really glad that Strelitzia is back, and I'd love for her to one day be able to talk with a player character, because I felt like everything that happened to her in Kingdom Hearts New Cross was kind of unfair. Like, she barely got any screen time and she got murked. Her whole goal was to try to talk to the player character, and they didn't even give her that. So yeah, I'd love for her to finally be able to accomplish a goal and talk to the player character. And if I didn't know, the player character became or reincarnated into Xehanort. So yeah, I'd love for her and Xehanort to meet up one day and then be like, I remember you, or you're kind of like familiar or something like that. And then they do the whole thing with how Ericus took over Terra's body, and player character can take over Xehanort's body and finally be able to say hi and stuff like that. Granted, the player character had no idea who she is, so I'm not sure how that will work out. Then also, since Strelitzia is in Quadratum, I would not be shocked to see Marluxia as well as Larxene be in Quadratum as well. And in order for Strelitzia to talk to Master Xehanort, he does have to come back. And the thing is that, having played Kingdom Hearts for so long, I learned to realize that nobody died in Kingdom Hearts, and they always come back somehow. I expect Master Xehanort to come back one way or another, whether he's actually back or, you know, he comes back in spirit or something like that. But yeah, my theory is that Master Xehanort is going to be like Frieza in Dragon Ball. If you guys didn't know, in Dragon Ball Super, Frieza comes back and helps Goku win the Tournament of Power. I kind of expect the same thing with Master Xehanort. I think he'll come back and be a good guy and help Sora beat the Master of Master before maybe fading away forever. I don't know. But speaking of which, Strelitzia is probably going to be like a guide to Sora for Quadratum, like basically showing him place and stuff like that. I don't think she'll actually fight. I don't think she'll be a party member. I think she'll probably most likely be NPC, or at best one of those side NPC characters that kind of fights along Sora but is not actually in the party type of thing. Like, we have no idea if Strelitzia can even summon her Keyblade anymore. Does she even have any powers? But it'd definitely be cool to see her fight for sure. But the other thing I want to talk about is how Sora kind of looks a little bit different. People are saying how Sora kind of grew up. He looks a lot different now. And people are saying how time might work differently in Quadratum than in the Kingdom Hearts world. Like, all that stuff is plausible. Like, we have no idea. But for me, I think that the reason why Sora looks different is because of the style. It's supposed to look more realistic, so yeah, that's why Sora looks a little bit different, because the style is different. Like, his hair is different because his hairstyle is not even possible in real life. Like, the hairstyle Sora has right now is not even possible in real life. I don't think you actually can have this type of hairstyle in real life, but then again, I could be wrong. but I think this is the most realistic they can make Sora's hair. It's not as spiky as it usually is. Not only that, his face is a little bit different, so I think this is most likely the style. The thing is that there's like a 1-year time skip between Kingdom Hearts 3 and Kingdom Hearts 4, and to me, I don't think the time is different in Quadratum. And to me, I guess maybe I'm tripping, but I don't think Sora looks that much different than Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, sure, maybe he got a little bit of growth spurt, and obviously the style is different, so that's why he looks so different. And because Quadratum's like in the real world, that's why Sora looks entirely different. That's why I don't think that time works differently here, but at the same time, what would I know, right? I have no idea. Like, for all I know, Stricia might actually be 1,000,000 years old, and you know, it's just that she doesn't age. And the Sora is actually aging like 70 years per second in this world. Like, that's why he's so much older. Granted, I actually just remembered that Stricia did get sent at the end of Kingdom Hearts Union Cross from, I think, just Daybreak Town in general. She got sent from there to another world, so maybe she got sent to Quadratum in this time, which is why she didn't grow up. So I guess it probably makes more sense. Like, that's why she hadn't aged, is because she got sent from there to Quadratum at this time period. But even then, I don't really think that time works differently, because I don't think Sora looks all that much different, other than a different style, and maybe they grew up a little bit because it's been 1 year. And when you're around Sora's age, it's possible that he, you know, had a growth spurt and grew a few inches in like 1 year, so it's possible. We don't know until we actually play the game. Also, apparently Sora's outfit's kind of based off of that one picture from the collaboration that Square Enix had with, or Kingdom Hearts had with the Super Groupies, I think that's what it's called. That's what his outfit's kind of based off of. And seeing Riku's and Kairi's outfit, if they are basing it off of that, then their outfit would look really cool. Especially Riku's. His outfit looks like some kind of like biker gang type of outfit. So I definitely expect Riku to be traveling around Quadratum on a motorcycle. But anyways, kind of like this video. Hopefully I enjoyed. This is kind of like a very casual, very basic trailer analysis. Obviously saying whatever's on top of my head. All of the stuff I said was kind of all speculation. I probably just spewed a bunch of nonsense. None of the stuff even probably made any sense. But I did enjoy making this video and having you guys see my thought process while, you know, going through the entire trailer. Instead of writing a script of everything I found in the trailer itself, and then making a video saying on what I found, like, I kind of enjoy the style a little bit better. But definitely, if I missed anything in this trailer, let me know. I probably missed a whole bunch of stuff, so yeah, definitely let me know what I missed, as well as, you know, what I said in this video. Whether you guys want to expand upon it, or you guys want to, you know, well, actually me, like, definitely feel free to do so. But that's about it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys want Kingdom Hearts videos, whether it be like these type of videos or mostly Let's Plays, I'm planning on Let's Playing all the Kingdom Hearts games, or if you guys want to see eventual gameplay videos on Missing Link or Kingdom Hearts 4, whenever that comes out, as well as Dark Road, definitely hit the like and subscribe button. I plan on doing content on all those games, as well as Kingdom Hearts games in general. So yeah, definitely be a lot more Kingdom Hearts content in the future, that's for sure. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. Also, if you guys haven't checked my reaction on Kingdom Hearts 4 reveal trailer, I will leave a link at the end of this video, so you guys can check it out. That was so hype. I'm still hyped right now. I love Kingdom Hearts so much, so yeah, that's why I had to make this video and just talk about it. And now that I talked about it, I'm all Kingdom Hearts out, like, I'm good. Like, I got everything out of my system, so I'm good now. But definitely let me know what your theories are on everything Kingdom Hearts. I love to read all your comments, stuff like that. But if I forgot to mention anything in this video, I'll definitely leave a comment down below talking about the stuff that I forgot to mention, because the thing is that when making these type of videos, I kind of talk off the top of my head, so most likely some things I forgot to talk about. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.